Monday, Edmonton City Council heard from the public on a new public spaces bylaw. While some city councillors say the new rules and fines strike a balance, some Edmontonians say the bylaw will target Edmonton's vulnerable population.
The enforcement or punitive measures are the last resort.
The proposed fine for public drug use or living in a tent on city streets would be $25. Still too high for Alexander Dowsey, saying that fines that would include staying in a transit station for an extended period of time could criminalize the homeless, wanting instead to see more supports.
This is a problem that's going to be with us for a long time, and we can respond with antagonism and try to push down at it in increasingly hostile ways, but that's not going to make people go away. And when people don't have a choice, they're always going to be in those spaces.
Edmonton's mayor says compassion for the city's homeless community will still be top priority for peace officers, explaining the public spaces bylaw gives the officers power to legally engage and direct to supports.
Open drug use is never acceptable. Currently, it's a criminal code offense. So when our bylaw officers see someone using drugs on public transit, they have to call the police because they don't have the ability to engage now. Under this bylaw, they'll be able to engage.
While fines that would primarily impact the city's vulnerable, like public drug consumption and occupying temporary shelter, are set at $25, for things like spitting in public, not wearing a life jacket on the river valley, and flying a drone improperly, the fine would be $250. Councillor and mayoral candidate Tim Cartmel wants the fines to be more uniform, believing the current ranking of fines sends a message about enforcement priority.
I think that was an apprehension that excessive fines leads to criminality. I don't love that feeding a feral cat is far more severe than consuming drugs openly in a public space. And that's what it implies.
Another issue brought up during Monday's public forums, fines for protests without permits and use of voice amplification on city streets, with speakers at council concerned about how that will impact free speech. Reporting from Edmonton, Darcy Ropchan, City News.